For the first time ever, we are creating permanent province-wide paid sick leave starting January 1st, 2022.
This means most workers in BC will get at least 5 paid days off when sick. It's replacing 3 temporary sick days brought in during the pandemic and none before that. Mandatory for all provincially regulated companies.
Just like other minimum standards that we have established in the Employment Standard Act, like a minimum wage, like overtime provisions, or the vacations.
This comes after months of consultation, tens of thousands of responses, the province says, and deciding between 3, 5, and 10 days per year.
87% of the workers advised us that when they felt too sick to go to work, they utilize 5 days or less. So we believe that the 5 days is the right balanced approach to take.
Labor groups are disappointed, and the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives say they got feedback different than what the province is citing.
The polling told us 86% of British Columbians back 10 days. I was a signatory to an open letter of health experts and economists backing a minimum of 10 days.
Saying only 5 days annually will still leave many with tough decisions when sick, like what if they are more sick later in the year? BC's top doctor and the head of the Surrey Business Association, a community hard hit by the pandemic, relieved. Many who didn't have any choice before will have one now.
Women, marginalized populations, lower income people, and racialized people have carried a much heavier burden during this pandemic. And we know that economic policies have health impacts. We have seen that.
Their choice is stark. Go to work while sick to collect a vital paycheck or stay home and receive no money.
BC's the first province to make this move that will help about 1 million workers with no sick time now. Not included, but not forgotten, Bain says, are gig workers and self-employed workers. The province looking at how to help them.
What coverage they have now and how do we provide coverage so that all workers in British Columbia have a minimum protection.
The federal government recently mandated 10 sick days for federally regulated companies. That applies to about 10% of the workforce in BC. In Victoria, Liza Yuzda, City News.